Hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. We're here with Riot 66, and we're going to ask them some questions. Shane's going to start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to start. What inspired you guys to start the band?
Well, for me, I've always really been into music, and so it's been, I started listening to music at a young age, and then me and my buddy Noah, who isn't in the band anymore, but we were talking, and we decided to start the band, and I've known Aiden since we were in elementary school, and he's always played the drums, and so it was like almost a no-brainer that he'd be the first drummer to ever consider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Did you freeze?
No.
No?
What?
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just really
Yeah.
I'm a very
Sorry,
awkward person.
It's all good.
Yeah. My things are cutting out a lot, so I was like, shoot. Okay. Anyways, so what is your writing process like? God.
Well, I write all of the music, all the lyrics, and I usually write all the guitar for it.
Yeah.
And usually the process that we have is I'll just come in and I'll bring what I've got and I'll play it, and Aiden just goes to town and plays what he does, and I mean it works.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I respect that.
That's good.
So what's the first song you guys wrote as a band?
The first song we ever played together that I wrote was a song that has been scrapped because at this point the title is just a total meme. It's a song. It's a real political song I wrote called World War III.
Mm-hmm.
And so when 2020 started and that whole World War III thing happened, I figured I think it's time to scrap this song.
Yeah. Sick.
All right.
So what does your band name mean, Riot 66?
It honestly just sounded cool to us. There's no originally when we first started the band, we were Nimrod, and we figured out that somebody had already taken the name, and so we changed it to Radiation Inc. And everybody we stuck with it for a while, and then Aiden and this other person that we had pulled in for the bass were like, I think that's too. I think everybody has used the Radiation logo, and the whole idea of radiation in general has been taken. So we just sat there together for I think a month, and we're like,
yeah,
what about this? What about this? What about that? And finally, Riot 66 popped in.
All right.
Awesome.
There's no hidden fake deep meaning that you guys tell, because we get that sometimes as well. We always like to ask.
I've got nothing. Do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, originally
I have
we
a
met in
question.
1966.
At a riot, in 1966, downtown
We had a
LA.
riot in 1966.
So since we're stuck at home, what bands have you been listening to lately?
I'm gonna let Aiden go first because I've been talking the whole time.
I've been listening to a lot of Green Day, a lot of some. I've actually been listening to a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's about it, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of the same stuff I always listen to. So a lot of Green Day, a lot of Sum 41. I've been listening to a band called the Buzzcocks, and just a lot of punk and just a lot of rock and roll. Just what I can listen to that kind of gets me into the mood of writing music, and it's just been the same thing. I'm really boring when it comes to my music. I don't really try to experiment too much. I just listen to what I listen to.
I felt
That's
that.
fair. Wait, so is it right for me to assume that your original band name that you're thinking of, Nimrod, is named after Green Day's album, Nimrod.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
Cool. I just
It
wanted to
was
make
it
sure.
was totally. It sounded like the coolest punk rock name to me, and I was like, just the album in general to me is a really cool album.
Yeah.
I think it's an underrated album,
Definitely.
and it just sounded like a cool name to me.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody
I just wanted
argued
to
with
ask.
me on it, so
Yeah, I mean it's a cool name.
Yeah.
Awesome.
somebody
So,
else
have you guys been
agreed.
Oh. So have you guys been working on any new projects while you're in quarantine?
I've been trying to write a lot and try to just get everything ready so that when we got into rehearsing together, that we could just go straight into making the music.
Okay.
And so that everything is kind of ready so that nobody has to make a big deal about it. We don't have to spend hours sitting there. And I mean, the good thing about me and Aiden is when we were first originally writing that song, it only took us 2 hours to get to the chorus.
Oh, nice.
And so it was a very fast process between me and Aiden, and I think that's why I'm trying to keep him as a drummer. We work well together.
It works very well.
All right.
And with our new bassist, I mean, we're really excited to start making music again. It's been like what, 2 years since we really maybe a year since we were able to get together and make music. So
Yeah.
we're excited. We're excited to get ready.
All right.
Yeah, as you should be.
Oh yeah. So aside from making music, how else have you guys been staying busy during quarantine?
Honestly, just it's been a lot of writing,
Okay.
which I guess is still music, but and a lot of just trying to keep up with staying sane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, I mean, and Tiger King.
I haven't started that yet, so Tiger King.
I watched that. It was good.
It was interesting. It was something I wasn't expecting to like it.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, what artists would you say are your biggest inspirations? Again, I'm gonna guess Green Day is one of them because.
Great guess, Corey.
Yeah, Billy Joe Armstrong. For Billy Joe Armstrong was my my main inspiration for wanting to even play guitar through the years of music. It started off. I originally wanted to be a drummer. And then I figured out that being a drummer would take a lot of work, and so I ditched that idea. Then I wanted to be a bass player. It's so everything just. And then I listened to Green Day, and obviously the first song I ever listened to was Basket Case, and I think just Billy Joe Armstrong's just everything about his playing and his stage presence was just it was like the hammer hitting the nail. I was like, I want to be Billy Joe Armstrong. I want to be that guy. So freshman year, Aiden won't remember this because he came in a year after me, but I was wearing t-shirts with ties. My style just completely went Billy Joe Armstrong. So it was a lot of Billy Joe Armstrong, Derek Whibley from Sum 41. I won't assume, but Mike Ness from Social Distortion. That's a lot of what I'm trying to go for in music, because I feel like that's a type of music that not a lot of people will listen to, because it's very rock and roll, but at the same time it's got a bit of country sound to it. Not country, I don't know if that's the right word to say. But
maybe folk?
it's just rock and roll. That's just the way I look at it. It's just rock and roll that you can dance to, enjoy, feel sad to, be happy to. That's what I'm kind of going for with my music.
Okay. So what was the first
What about
concert?
you, Aiden? Any inspirations?
I'd have to say Actually, my uncle was in a band. He was the singer and the guitarist. And he bought his son, so my cousin, a drum set. And one day, it was actually I think it was for my 13th birthday. I think it was my 13th. He got me a drum set. And I was like, I've always wanted to play drums. And so I just started messing around with them, and then soon enough I just became actually pretty good with them.
Oh, solid.
All right.
And then he became really good. My grandpa, our quote-unquote manager, fucking loves Aiden. He will constantly tell me he's the greatest thing to have happened to the band, and I'm just like, wow, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't argue with him, though. I think Aiden is... I think I struck gold with Aiden.
Nice.
For a high school drummer, like, yeah, he knows more about drums than I ever will.
Nice. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So what is the first concert that you guys attended?
Well, what about you?
Go ahead, Gabe.
I'm sure you could get. It was a Green Day.
Oh, not surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either. I don't think anybody is surprised when I say, yeah, Green Day was my first concert, but it was in Las Vegas, and we went to go see Green Day, and once again, like I said, that was seeing them live was just I had to do that. I had to be on stage. I didn't care if I was playing in front of 4 people, in front of 400 people, 4,000 people. I just needed to play in front of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of crazy. I've never actually been to like an official concert.
Oh.
I've only been to like...
What would you count as unofficial then? Like, what have you been to?
Well, like the cover bands, Surf Rodeo. I don't think you know that what that is, but it's like smaller bands coming to Ventura and just playing at the beach in the summer.
Smaller venues.
Like they're not like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
They're more like.
So I've never been to like a Green Day or Sum 41 or someone like that.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still
Well,
cool,
didn't
though.
you see? Who was that rapper that you saw? Didn't you go see that rapper?
Kyle,
Yeah.
the one that they gave the free tickets to.
Isn't he like a big guy? Yeah.
I couldn't go.
You couldn't go? Oh.
No.
Nope.
Cool. Well, not cool, but awesome. Moving on.
Not awesome either. Just moving on.
Just moving on. What would you guys say your dream venue to play in is?
It's gonna sound so sellout, because like for a rock and roll band to say this, I guess, is like trying to catch lightning in a bottle. But to me, I feel like, and I don't know how this is gonna sound, because I've read or I've watched some of your other interviews, and people are like, just any big venue, and I'm crazy and think way bigger than that. I think my dream venue to play is like Super Bowl.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I respect it.
Like I feel like that's almost your badge to say that you've made it. Anybody who's played Super Bowl, maybe not right now, because a lot of the people that they've been putting to play Super Bowl is like but I feel like that or the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
your validation.
Okay.
That's your sign of respect.
Yeah.
Thank you for checking out the interviews, by the way. We didn't say
Yeah.
that. Yeah. What about you, Aiden?
I was excited the minute you the minute I started watching them. I was like, wow, these guys are cool.
Thank you.
Like, why do they want to interview us?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I was really impressed. I I was very interested the minute I was even asked if I would be interested, and I'm having a good time.
We're happy to have you here. We're having a good time as well.
Yeah.
Aiden, do you have a dream venue?
I'd probably have to say the Hollywood Bowl.
Okay.
I think that would be a really fun place to play at.
All right.
Yeah.
Solid.
So
I'll
we're
give a smaller answer to that one. I guess Vegas would be a better, smaller,
slightly smaller,
smaller venue to play.
Slightly
Anybody
smaller.
in Vegas, anywhere in Vegas would be, I think, a really fun place to play.
All right.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't think I've been disappointed by any venues in Vegas.
I respect it. So where do you guys see the project in the next 5 years?
Hopefully,
Ooh.
Opening.
playing shows and touring around, just anywhere, just
Okay.
anybody who will let us play,
All right.
just having fun, making music.
Yeah,
Playing the Super Bowl.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
5 years.
Okay. I thought
That's your cue to answer, Aiden.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to call on you this time, like we're in
Yeah, I was
class.
Where would I see? Yeah, probably the same. I'm hoping we're making like major hit albums
Mhm.
that are going around like the world. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's it, really. Just, touring, making huge albums. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Something to strive
Good
for.
luck with that.
Yeah. Good luck
Yeah.
with that, guys.
Good job. Awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so for the last couple questions, we're going to steer away from music and go straight to death row. So, if you're on death row, what would your last meal be? And a drink as well.
I was looking forward to this question.
You've been-
It's a
you've been
staple.
planning. Exactly. Of course.
Yeah, I've been really thinking about it because after I heard that question, I was like, oh, yeah, what would my last meal be?
Last
I
meal.
don't know. You want to answer this question first? Because I still don't have.
You had all this time to prepare.
Okay. That's hard. I'd probably just make it something like super simple. Just like burger, fries, and a soda. That's all I want.
Okay.
All right.
Solid. Simple.
Probably I don't know. This is like a local burger joint in here where we live, but a B&J's burger with fries,
All right.
a soda.
Mhm.
All right. Simple for both of you. I like that.
In my humble opinion, that's probably if you're ever down in Ventura, B&J's burger is probably the
place to be.
probably the best
Place to
burger
go.
you're gonna have in Ventura. That's not a that's not a McDonald's burger.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Alright.
So if you guys could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Doctor Who.
Okay.
Solid.
Oh my god.
Would you go with
Doctor
Doctor
Who.
Who, or would you
That
go
is-
to a world that Doctor Who's visited?
I'd go travel the universe with the Doctor.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
fair.
cool.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I'd probably
That's
die
hard.
as soon as possible.
That's really hard to choose. Probably the Marvel universe. That'd be really cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Solid. Would you have a superpower, or would you just be like a bystander, kind of just watching it all happen?
I'd want to be a superhero. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Aiden, man.
Yeah.
Aiden, man. I like that.
The visor wearer.
Patchy. So, for the last question, some say... Oh, shoot, I messed that up. Okay, whatever.
So this is the last question.
Some say it's the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Red?
Purple.
Any specific shades?
Ooh.
Cherry red is...
Like the water park
I
song.
don't know, it depends. I just like red in general because to me red is like a multi-feeling color.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like red can mean anger, it can mean love, hate, but probably wine red or like cherry red.
All right.
Cool.
Have you guys seen that pearlescent purple on like certain cars? I like that purple.
Yes, I have.
That's
Are you
my
saying
favorite
like a
shade of
lighter
purple.
kind of purple.
Yeah, it's lighter.
Oh.
Yeah. I've seen that then.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a solid color.
So like Laura said, that's all the questions we have. Is there anything you want to plug?
We've got nothing. I wish we could plug something, but we tried the whole social media thing, and it ended up sitting there for like a year with nothing.
Okay.
So I don't know if maybe in a couple years watch the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Look out for the
Follow us on Instagram, Riot66 _.
Undersquare?
Undersquare.
Nice.
Undersquare.
Undersquare.
Cool.
So thank you for coming on. This has been Riot 66, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.